A normal school day, learners in class, teachers doing their jobs. But before lunchtime, 3 educators' lives would be lost inside a primary school. This is the story of the Ntabankulu primary school shooting. Stay with me, because what happened next was not random. Ntabankulu is a small rural town in the Eastern Cape, a place where teachers are not just educators, they are parents, mentors, and pillars of the community. Schools here are under-resourced, security is minimal, classrooms are often the safest place children know, or at least they were supposed to be. It was 22 January 2026, just before midday. Ntabankulu Primary School was open and active. Nothing felt unusual. Nothing warned teachers that danger was already on its way. The former school teacher, who had previously worked at the school, arrived at the premises. He was no longer employed there. In fact, he had been dismissed in 2023. At the time of this incident, he was out on bail. According to police, the man did not enter the school normally. Instead, he cut through the school's perimeter fence to gain access. This suggests he was not supposed to be there, and he knew it. Once inside the school grounds, he did not wander around. He went straight to the kitchen. Inside the kitchen, there were 3 female educators, colleagues he had once worked alongside. Without warning, the former teacher opened fire. 1 educator was killed instantly at the scene. The other 2 were critically injured. They were rushed into ambulances as emergency services fought to save their lives. But the situation continued to unfold in the most tragic way. The attacker then turned the gun on himself and died at the school premises. And just like that, the school became a crime scene. But the worst was still coming. One of the injured educators died later at the hospital despite medical efforts. The 3rd educator was being transported to Mthatha Hospital. Then, something went wrong on the way. Her condition worsened. The ambulance was forced to divert to Mazikane Hospital. Doctors tried to save her. She was pronounced dead on arrival. By the end of the day, 3 educators were dead, 1 attacker was dead, and a school community was shattered. Police immediately launched an investigation. Authorities opened 3 murder cases. An inquest docket was also opened into the suspect's death. Police are investigating whether the man violated his bail conditions and whether this tragedy could have been prevented. Teachers go to work to educate, not to die. Learners go to school expecting safety. Families are now grieving 3 women who never came home. This was not just a crime, it was a deep community wound. This case raises painful questions about school security, about monitoring accused offenders on bail, and about how unresolved anger can turn deadly. But at the center of this story are the lives lost. This story is not just about murder. It's about how violence has entered spaces that should be sacred. If teachers are not safe, what does that mean for our children? Let me know in the comments, do you think schools are doing enough to protect staff? What should change after Ntabankulu? If you believe these stories must be told, please like, subscribe, and share, because silence is exactly what killers rely on. Thank you for watching.